Get away from the water and move indoors or inside a vehicle. Remember, lightning can strike out to 15 miles from the parent thunderstorm. If you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Move to safe shelter now. Do not be caught on the water in a thunderstorm. At 3:20 a.m., severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from 6 nautical miles southeast of Kahala to near Halahula, moving northeast at 20 knots. Hazard, waterspouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Impact, waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and subtly higher waves. Locations impacted include Cape Halava, Elio Point, Fadbuike, Kahului Harbor, Fadbui MC, Pumalapa'u Harbor, Paolona Harbor, and Fadbui CC. Prepare for gusty winds, steep and fast-building seas, and blinding downpours. Stay low or go below, and make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. The severe thunderstorm warning for northern Darke County, Mercer County, until 10:15 a.m. At 9:23 a.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Portland, moving northeast at 65 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Salina, Coldwater, St. Henry, Fort Recovery, Rockford, Wabash, Mendon, Osgood, Chickasaw, Burkittsville, North Star, Montezuma, New Weston, Yorkshire, Tama, North Dayton, Rose Hill, Mariastein, Eldora Speedway, and Neptune. County, Indiana, West Central Shelby County, Preble County, Darke County, until 10:15 a.m. At 9:26 a.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Hagerstown, moving east at 90 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Richmond, Connorsville, Greenville, Eaton, Centerville, Cambridge City, Versailles, Liberty, Arcanum, Bradford, Lewisburg, Hagerstown, Union City, New Paris, West Alexandria, Ansonia, New Madison, Fountain City, Dublin, and Glenwood. This includes the following interstates: I-70 in Indiana between mile markers 134 and 156. I-70 in Ohio between mile markers 0 and 17.
So, it's kind of funny on its face at first when you glance.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Shelby County, northwestern Logan County, western Hardin County, Auglaize County, until 10:30 a.m. At 9:41 a.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Salina, moving northeast at 65 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Wapakoneta, St. Mary's, Kenton, Ada, Fort Shawnee, New Bremen, Minster, Cridersville, Enna, Fort Loramie, Jackson Center, Forest, Russell's Point, Botkins, Lakeview, New Knoxville, Dunkirk, Alger, Waynes Field, and Bell Center. This includes I-75 in Ohio between mile markers 97 and 118. Parish in northwestern Louisiana, southwestern Red River Parish in northwestern Louisiana, north central Sabine Parish in northwestern Louisiana, until 9:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time. At 8:44 a.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 6 miles north of Converse, or 12 miles south of Mansfield, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Mansfield, Coshada, Converse, Oak Grove, Pleasant Hill, South Mansfield, Pelican, Rambin, Evelyn, Carmel, Ajax, Graham-Bale, Armistead, Henna, and Lake End. Seek shelter inside a well-built structure and stay away from windows. The storm is capable of producing damaging winds and large hail. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 9:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time for the following parishes in Louisiana: DeSoto, Natchitoches, Red River, and Sabine.
Turns out he's in New York City hailing bombs at people, trying to...
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Shelby County, western Champaign County, southwestern Logan County, northwestern Clark County, Montgomery County, Miami County, until 10:45 a.m. At 9:53 a.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Versailles to near Connorsville, moving east at 70 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Dayton, Kettering, Huber Heights, Troy, Trotwood, Sydney, Piqua, Vandalia, Englewood, Belle Fountain, Tip City, Moraine, New Carlisle, West Milton, Oakwood, Covington, St. Paris, Newport, Bradford, and Port Loramie. This includes the following interstates: I-70 in Ohio between mile markers 19 and 42. I-75 in Ohio between mile markers 50 and 96. At 11:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Castalia to 6 miles southeast of Green Springs to near Upper Sandusky, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Mansfield, Sandusky, Norwalk, Western Vermilion, Galleon, Shelby, Bellevue, Willard, Ontario, Crestline, New London, Plymouth, Northern Milan, Wakeman, Castalia, Greenwich, Monroeville, Marblehead, and Berlin Heights. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for north central and northwestern Ohio. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until noon Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Ohio: Crawford, Erie, Huron, Ottawa, and Richland. Heavy rainfall and severe thunderstorm threat. Strong and potentially damaging coastal winds are possible later in the week and into the weekend. Issued at 3:48 a.m. To search for special marine warning for Alamiyaha Channel, Coyote Channel, Monway County Leeward Waters, Monway County Windward Waters, Parilolo Channel, until 7:15 a.m. At 5:10 a.m., severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from 9 nautical miles northeast of Fat Buoy Pita near F80 Buoy Aso, moving northeast at 10 knots. Hazard, waterspouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Impact, waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and subtly higher waves. Locations impacted include La Point, Kalaupapa, Cape Palava, Shipwreck Beach, Elio Point, Fat Buoy K, Fat Buoy, and Fat Buoy MC. Prepare for gusty winds, steep and fast-building seas, and blinding downpours. Stay low or go below, and make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. The National Weather Service in League City has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Grimes County in southeastern Texas, Montgomery County in southeastern Texas, northeastern Waller County in southeastern Texas, southern Walker County in southeastern Texas, northwestern Harris County in southeastern Texas, until 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
So we should probably rethink how many of them we're bringing into this country. That's their position. Protected by the First Amendment, by the way. You can dislike it, you can hate it, or not. But it's clearly protected speech at a protest. But also, Clay, I notice how the real problem isn't the guys who tried to blow people up, maim them, have ball bearings, shot into their chests and in their eyes, blind people maybe, etc. That's not the big problem. The big problem is the lack of Republican member of Congress condemnation of the mean words the protesters said. Yeah, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to defend Abby Phillips here. Even if we play that again, she's reading off a teleprompter, and it seems like she recognizes that it's poorly drafted. And again, this is being a TV nerd and understanding, having hosted some of these things before. Sometimes you read off the prompter and you're like, this is not good. But as you're reading it, it appears that she is going to toss to a break. Play this again. I'll take you into the weeds here. But what I think is significant, Buck, is whatever the culture is at CNN, this, much like that article that made it out of through the editorial process and everything else, the errors you make, and I will say this as a guy who has run a media company, the errors you make reflect the culture you create. And everybody's going to screw up. Everybody's going to be imperfect. You and I screw up sometimes. We don't have teleprompters, so we're not reading.
Western Nacogdoches County in eastern Texas. Cherokee County in northeastern Texas.
The errors that you make reflect the culture that you create. The culture that CNN has created is there is no way that left-wingers could ever be responsible for anything negative, and that, I think, undergirds this error. Play it one more time.
Two Republicans say Muslims don't belong here after an attempted terror attack against New York's mayor, Zohran Mamdani, and the House Speaker, Mike Johnson, says nothing really to condemn those comments.
Okay, and I saw an interesting comment, and I can't remember who credited it, but a lot of people believe that Mamdani was the victim of a terror attack. That is intentional. Lots of people on the left who are not as engaged on stories as you are believe that Mamdani was the victim of a terror attack. You can hear Abby Phillips. She recognizes, I think, that is not an accurate tease that she is reading. But somehow that made it through CNN editorial. Somehow that, I believe, ended up on her teleprompter. And what this is reflective of is an attempt to obfuscate, to hide, to keep people unaware of what actually happened here, which is two Muslim motivated terrorists decided to try to throw IEDs and kill people who were protesting the number of Muslims that have been allowed into our country. And brave NYPD police officers ran towards the bombs and were able to tackle the guys who were responsible for this. And this is James Gagliano, former director of the FBI NYC.
News Radio 740 KTRH has activated the Houston Area Emergency Alert System. Stay tuned for important information. This station is activating the Houston Area Emergency Alert System. The National Weather Service in League City has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Montgomery County, northeastern Waller County, and northwestern Harris County until 1 o'clock p.m. At 12:08 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Waller or near Prairie View, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. A meso low embedded within the line of storms will allow for a heightened risk of tornadogenesis with this warned area. Possible hazards with this storm include 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning for Montgomery County, northeastern Waller County, and northwestern Harris County until 1 o'clock p.m. This concludes activation of the Houston Area Emergency Alert System.